Islam, Yahweh Hashem, Yahshai Barakatan, Yahweh Shema, Alatam, Bahasham, Yahshai, Captain Asher Prime. This is gonna be a bilingual class. Slaki. This is going. I'm gonna do this in bilingual, okay?
Yeah, that. And,
all right. So before I get into my topic today is going to be about freedom fighters. La tema de hoy va a ser sobre luchadores de libertad. That's Spanish for freedom fighters. Luchadores de libertad. Okay, that's going to be my topic today. And it's a great brotherhood scripture. You know what I'm saying?
okay.
It's a great brotherhood topic. And also because in the Lord tells us to be brotherly towards one another, right?
Okay.
So, es un buen tema de hermandad, pero también en la ley. Es requisito en la ley que uno sea hermanos uno hacia el otro. We're going to read that in the scriptures, right?
Okay.
So when you're going to find when them two leaders among Israel in the New Testament stepped to Christ and they asked him what's the greatest commandment. All right, so if you get it, whoever is Akaimad or Amawan Yala, whenever you get it. In the meantime, I'm gonna pull it in Spanish.
Sorry, what's precept you want to say?
When they asked Christ, due to poor wireless connection, your video has been paused. Oh my gosh! If it's not one thing, it's another. Is there another way to broadcast? If a phone is there, like that iPhone is used to broadcast on Facebook?
So like an also come here, I answer.
Okay. Where's that holster at? Then we probably have to use my phone.
Okay.
And I'm gonna set up my I'm gonna log out of. Give me a second. I'm gonna log out of Facebook on the laptop and reestablish it on my phone. All right. Let me get a quick second. Let's set out of here. Yeah. I want to put it where that's not gonna interfere. You can get it that angle, yeah, that's good. And quickly sign out of here and re-sign out.
So what's the greatest? He asked Christ the greatest commandment.
When they ask Christ, what is the greatest commandment, right? But let me first set this up because, like I said, my topic is about freedom fighters. Okay. So again?
Luchadores de Libertad.
De Libertad, right.
Okay.
That's what it means. All right.
Sir.
You got it?
I think this one is Matthew 18:4.
It's part of the brotherhood scripture.
Oh,
right.
Whosoever
just hold on. I want to log in here. Just give me a second. All right. And then that video, that description. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch the camera view where I can see it from this angle. It's already plugged in, so I don't know how you're gonna. Yeah. Find a way to put that there. And then set me up, and then I'll just hit the start button.
Can you see yourself, sir?
I can see, yeah. Just
Little gray, that's more.
yeah. Well, wait, that's the weirdest thing. Should be good. All right, that's good.
Come on, come.
All right. All right, so now I'm already signed up over there, right? Boom.
Okay.
Give me a second right here, real quick, and then we'll go into it.
Okay.
Can you raise it up higher? You know,
Okay.
raise up like to the height of that.
Okay.
I don't see it here though. What's over there? Right there. If you just leave it like that.
Okay. A little bit more.
Leave it like that.
Come.
I don't see it right here. Some odd reason. There it is. Okay. All right. It's a little slow here for some odd reason. Usually it's just funny like that, okay?
Good.
With when you're trying to teach the truth. But in the meantime, okay, here we go. Click for more details. So, there we go. There we go. All right, so now that we got that established, it froze over here. Yeah. No, it's on the over here. Over here is fine. It's just over here.
Okay.
It's got a little delay. That's why. That's why. All right. Okay, let's go back to YouTube, see how we're doing there. Okay, so now, give me what you got, and then I'm gonna find that. Just tell me where it's at so I can find it also.
Yeah. Matthew, chapter 22. So like verse.
Matthew 22. Who had it first?
I had 18.
Yeah.
You probably got it. Okay, so like it's 22 and 36.
36. I want you to start from when they had asked them the question.
Yeah. Couple guns.
Is it King James? Okay, and then we get it in Spanish too. So okay, 22 and what?
And 36, sir. Yeah, that's it.
Yes. Start at 34.
Couple gun. Matthew, chapter 22, verse 30.
No, go ahead.
Couple gun. Verse 34.
Estamos en Mateo 22 y versículo. Vamos a empezar por el 34. We're going to start in Matthew 22 and 34. Go.
But when the Pharisees had heard that he had put the Sadducees to silence, they were gathered together.
And that's dope right there. He had put the Sadducees to silence, meaning he cut them.
Yeah, right.
Like just like every Christian leader, just like every religious person, even if you're in the church or not.
Right.
When you come up and deal with the men of the Lord, and they give you that answer, a lot of times they'll come up against you.
Right.
You know, it's very small. Their brothers will listen if it makes sense to them. But for the most part, when you cut them, it brings out something in them. It brings out like the denial part, that demon that wants to deny the stuff. But right here, Christ was so sharp with it. He shut their mouths. You know what I'm saying? That's like how Commander General Yohana, generals, captains, officers in the U.P.K. anybody say anything, you just go, what?
Yeah, God.
You tell them something and simply in the simplest form, to make them go, you know what? Damn, I didn't even think about it like that.
Right.
Then they got nothing to say. Okay?
Oh, God.
Now, let me read that same thing in Spanish. Entonces los fariseos, oyendo que había cerrado la boca de los saduceos, se juntaron aún. Esto es Jesucristo que con su enseñanza cortó a los saduceos. ¿Ok? Entonces, los fariseos querían juntarse con ellos porque estaban sorprendidos que Jesús tomó la verdad y cortó a esos líderes de aquel entonces. Read.
Come, verse 35. Then one of them, which was a lawyer, asked him a question, tempting him and saying, Master, which is the great commandment in the law?
Okay. So entonces, it says in Spanish, en el 35, y preguntó uno de ellos, el intérprete de la ley, que era un abogado, tentándole, diciendo, and notice it says tempting him, right?
God.
And that sounds like your everyday preachers.
Oh, God.
They pick up the Bible, no doubt, right?
Right.
Well, why then Christ says that to love all mankind?
God.
You know what I'm saying? Why God loves everybody? How can you say this and that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But really, it's just trying to see if you fall off the mark.
Right.
And that's what they were trying to look for in Christ. They wanted to see if he fell off the mark.
God.
You know what I'm saying? They tempted him. He already knew what he was dealing with.
Right.
He knew he was dealing with simple, you know the word I want to follow. Right? Cristo, sabiendo la mentalidad de esta gente, ¿verdad? De estos líderes, porque él vio que querían tentarlo, ya tenía la respuesta. He already had an answer for them set up. Because he really looking at them, looking at their spirit. Habiendo su espíritu, ya sabía lo que había. Keep going.
Verse 37. Jesus said unto him, Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart,
right,
and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind.
Salaki, did you read 36?
Come.
Read it again.
Verse 36. Master, which is the great commandment in the law? And
look at it. They come in and ask him. They tempted him, but Master,
right,
what's the greatest commandment of all? It sounds like your everyday Latino leaders,
right,
and your everyday black leaders, your everyday Native Indian leaders,
God,
who, knowing that you crushing them,
God,
and seeing that you coming at them in a different way, don't sound like everybody else, right? And you could imagine these leaders in them days seeing this man just coming out and what they're not normally used to hearing.
Right.
Now hearing this. Why? Because they ain't really picking up the book like that.
God.
And they ain't got the spirit of the Lord like that.
God.
You know what I'm saying? That's what makes I.S.U.P.K unique above everybody on the planet.
Right.
Straight up and down. I don't care who you with. I don't care what organization you're with. You all are Christians.
Right.
And y'all gotta face the reality, y'all. I know the purple dudes and the army of Christ and the whatever Zion and the candy canes and all that. You're all are Christians. Y'all just gotta take y'all seat and know who you are. You are Christians.
Yeah.
You're no different than the Catholic Church.
Come on.
Come on. Know what I'm saying?
God.
And then here's the thing. They come up against the UPK, knowing full well everything you learned came out the UPK. Now all of a sudden you're gonna add something to it.
God.
Or I guess you had a revelation or something more spectacular than what Commander General Hannah taught you.
Right.
You should go to the bathroom. Yeah, you go. Go ahead. You know what I'm saying? So let's get back to this, right? But that's the reality of things. A lot of these Christians think they can come with UP. They don't understand what's happening here.
Right.
The Lord is with Commander General Hannah.
Yeah, right.
Lord is with I.S.U.P.K. You know what I'm saying? Right. They don't understand, or they're too stupid to understand. You know what I'm saying? And these Pharisees clearly on some dumb retardedness. Now here's a man that they seen raise the dead.
Right.
And like for anybody else, if I see somebody raise the dead that I know for this guy died,
right?
What logic would dictate? There's somebody behind this man here raising people from the dead. You know what I'm saying? If I'm making the blind, if not me, but if I see somebody make the blind see that I know a fool or this dude was born blind, oh. And to show you how that's the same spirit we had, some of us, when Moses parted the Red Sea by the power of the Most High Christ.
Right.
Seeing it, standing right there, walking through the midst of a part of the Red Sea, and yet some of us was like, nah. That's the spirit of Sadducees and Pharisees. So, el mismo espíritu de los saduceos y los fariseos. Nosotros, viendo, o sea, nosotros refiriendo a aquellos fuera de la escuela israelita de conocimiento práctico universal, viendo que es la única autoridad en la planeta. Los demás son cristianos, no importa qué campo o campamento tú eres asociado con, iglesia, lo que sea. Aquí es donde el Señor estableció la verdad. ¿Ok? Y nosotros, Él es el mismo espíritu que nosotros cuando estuvimos con Moisés, que el Señor partió el mar y caminamos entre ellos. Algunos de nosotros, después de todo eso, no aceptaron el milagro que sucedió. ¿Ok? Now, here's what Christ cut him with. Go ahead.
Come, start back at 37, sir.
No, now go to 37.
Come,
yeah, you're right.
Verse 37. Jesus said unto him, thou shalt love the Lord God with all thy heart.
Okay, now, all the Christians, right? Thou shalt love the Lord with all thy heart is what Christ said, right? Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart. Let's get some understanding of that first line. Y Jesús le dijo, amarás al Señor tu Dios de todo tu corazón. Okay, vamos a entender, vamos a buscar entendimiento sobre esa línea solamente. We're going to get understanding of that, just that one particular line. Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart. Something that Christians have done took and put a song and a tune behind. And I have a personal relationship with God and Jesus. How many times we hear that? All the time we hear that.
Right.
Jesus knows my heart. Have you heard that one too? Jesus knows my heart. You know what I'm saying? And for sure he does. God knows my heart. You damn right he does. He knows how stinky, filthy, wicked, SOB you've been all your life. You don't think he knows that too?
Right.
Because really, to make an effort to be on the Lord's side, there's only one way to come through it. Give me 1 John 5:3. Let's teach the people what he meant by thou shalt love the Lord, right? With all thy God with all thy heart, right? You're gonna hold there. You're gonna get 1 John, right? 5 and I want to say 5 and 3, right? And then in 1 John 4, I believe, and 10, where it says, and this is the commandment and this is the love of God that we walk.
I know it's 2 John 1 and 6.
Let me see from. You got it? Read that there. Let's get that. Well, before you even read it, let me get it in Spanish first. I need to hit people up in Spanish with it. Vamos a leerlo en inglés y también en el español, ¿ok? Tan sencillo como eso, ¿ok? Estamos en el primer de Juan, ¿ok? El primer de Juan, vamos al capítulo 5 y versículo 3. Oh, you brothers be like, what is going on here, yo? I ain't used to this, but guess what? We're doing this in bilingual, Spanglish, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Spanglish, you know, because I got brethren out there that speak English and also Spanish, so why not give it to them today? Both languages, you know what I'm saying? Hit them up real good with it. All right. So now, did you find that other one in 1 John? I think it's 4 and what?
That's 4 and 10. It said kind of what you're saying, sir, but it was saying something kind of what you're saying. You go ahead and read it, sir.
Or 2 John, I think it might.
I got 2 John 1 and 6.
That's what I need. I think that's what I need. Okay, but you read it 1 John 5 and 3.
1 John chapter 5 verse 3. For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments.
Now hold there. Go back to the, you're gonna, not 2nd John, you're gonna hold 2nd John, but go back to Matthew. Yeah.
Okay.
I need you to read that first line.
And Jesus said unto him, thou shalt love the Lord God with all thy heart.
Now read that again, one.
For this is the love of God, that we keep his
Now
commandments.
read that again. There's a reason why I'm telling you to repeat it.
Right.
Or,
Jesus said unto him, thou shalt love the Lord God, thy God, with all thy heart.
now one more time.
For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments.
So in Spanish, right, it's saying, porque este es el amor de Dios, que guardamos sus mandamientos, right? It's saying that in Spanish. For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, right? For thou shalt love thy God with for thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, right? But this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments.
Right.
Now, Christ is telling the Pharisees, you love God? This is what's for you. You want to know the greatest commandment?
Right.
Keep the commandments.
Damn right.
Simple as that. See how easy that sounds? You can't dispute that. That's why we're pairing these two scriptures together.
Right.
There's no disputing that.
Right.
But of course, with the Christian church,
Right.
you gotta love everybody. Well, where does it say you're supposed to love everybody?
Right.
Heck, within the Black and Latino, Native American, Indian communities, we already have an issue loving one another. Straight up and down. That's not make believe.
Right.
We seeing this daily, but this is the white man got a hand in that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, we seeing it daily, son. Every day. There's a beef between the blacks, within the Latinos, within the Native American Indians, and then we hate each other. Cross hating each other every single day. Every single day. And then when somebody come talk about Jesus, you don't want to hear that. We too busy beefing with each other.
Right.
And that's the leadership fault too. Because when you tell everybody to love everybody, right? The only thing it really when you tell everybody, let me ask you a question. When you tell Israelites to love everybody, what really are they hearing in their head?
It's like I made love the white man.
That's all they ever hear.
Right.
That's all they ever hear. If you tell any Christian, well, God is going to enslave the white man. God hates the white man. Nah, brother. Like I was told the other day, nah, brother, you see, you taking it out of the context. You know, it was written by King James. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand, you read the Torah. And listen, read it yourself then.
Right.
Now, you see there were many translations. But King James is the most closest to the Torah anyway. So what this is saying is exactly what the Torah is saying.
Right.
Man, God don't hate. And everybody will tell you that all day long. God don't hate.
Right.
But here's the thing. I'm going to show you something. Give me Isaiah 46.
Okay.
You're already holding 2, so I'm the one could get me there.
Okay.
Right? Yeah, Isaiah 46, and you start at verse 9. And in the meantime, right, I'm going to go ahead and finish this scripture, right? And I'm going to let you pull that 2nd John, right?
Okay.
For this is the love of God. Then we're going back to that Matthew. For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous.
Right.
But Christians make it grievous.
Right.
They make every pretext and excuse on why I'm still eating pork. But you just got to bless.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to thank God for this.
God.
You know what I'm saying? Well, stop being a homosexual. You see,
Yeah, right.
you can't judge people.
God.
You know, you're not God. You know what I'm saying?
God.
God only hates the sin. He don't hate sinners. Nah, that's not what the Bible says.
God.
The problem is you making it grievous to even keep the commandment. We're all not perfect. You follow Christ, but didn't Christ say, be ye perfect?
Yeah, I'm right.
So what are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Right.
Él dice que porque este es el amor a Dios, que guardamos sus mandamientos. Sus mandatos no son penosos, ¿verdad? Pero los cristianos ponen cada pretexto y excusa de por qué no guardan los mandatos, los mandamientos, ¿verdad? Cuando toma un pedazo de cerdo, dice, ¿verdad? Después que tú le das gracias al Señor, you even cry, right? Clam, laugh, some of that. So you pray over it. You heard that too, right? Why don't you pray over it?
God.
You know what I'm saying?
God.
And then what? You think God's still going to accept that? Hell to the no.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, read this in 2 John, and then we'll come back to you. I want to show you something about God.
2 John, chapter 1, verse 6. And this is love, that we walk after his commandments.
Read it again.
And this is love, that we walk after his commandments.
Okay, so 1 is in 2 John, right? 1 and 6. Right? I got to read it in Spanish, right? Read it one more time.
And this is love, that we walk after his commandments.
Segundo de Juan dice, y este es amor que guardamos según sus mandamientos. Go ahead.
This is the commandment.
Este es el mandamiento. Go ahead.
That as ye have heard from the beginning.
As ye have, que andéis en él como vosotros habéis oído desde el principio. Read that line again.
That as ye have heard from the beginning.
From the beginning.
Right.
This is in the New Testament, right?
Right.
This precept also shows what?
The law of the Old Testament is not done away with.
Right.
Law.
You see that? Simple as that. Because where's the beginning?
Genesis.
There you go. I smashed it all.
Yeah, right.
I smashed it all, ¿verdad? Dice, ¿verdad? Este es el mandamiento, que andéis en él como vosotros habíais oído desde el principio. Por el principio es el libro de Génesis. So, obviamente en el Nuevo Testamento, todo lo que se enseña en el Nuevo Testamento viene directamente del Viejo Testamento. Everything that's in the New Testament comes directly from the Old Testament, man. Foolish Christians. Go ahead, man.
So like if I may, and ever since you told me, I've been saying it. That's why it says, as it is written, it's referring to where we were before in the Old Testament.
Go ahead. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. Exactly. They find that scripture, Isaiah 46. Isaiah 46, right? And then we'll go back to that Matthew, okay? And I want you to start at verse 9, because this is the thing that people really, especially the ones in church, man. When I read this the other day, I'm like, yo, how many times have the Christian read this part? You know what I'm saying? But let's read it.
Isaiah chapter 46, verse 9. Remember the former things of old.
Hold up. What's that again?
Remember the former things of old.
You see how that paired up?
Yeah, right.
It says what?
Remember.
Go ahead.
Remember the former things of old.
Right? Dice en español, acordaos de las cosas pasadas desde el siglo. Okay, remember the things of old. Right. And siglo is a Spanish word for old age. Okay, or old society. Okay, old world. Okay, so he's saying it's the same thing that's in English and Spanish. Remember the things of old. Keep going.
I am God.
What?
I am God.
What?
I am God.
Porque yo soy Dios. Meaning what? I am power.
Right.
I am the boss.
That's right.
I'm in charge. Porque él es el poder. Él es el jefe. You know, they call Daddy Yankee a jefe, but the real jefe ain't Daddy Yankee. It's the Most High. Right. Go ahead.
And there is none else.
And there's what?
And there is none
and
else.
There ain't nobody else. There is no other power.
Right.
And it's the Lord saying this.
Right.
Go ahead.
I am God. And there is none like me.
Hold it down now. He's saying that clearly.
Yeah, I'm right.
I am God. I'm the boss. Ain't nobody like me. Doesn't that sound like a black man?
Yeah,
like when he bragging. Like a Hispanic, like a Native Indian.
Right.
When you bragging.
Right.
I got this, Bobby. This is me right here. That's what he's saying. Ain't nobody like me. Keep going, verse 10.
Verse 10. Declaring the end from the beginning.
The what?
Declaring the end from the beginning.
Que anunció por venir desde el principio. The Lord has always been telling us what is to come.
Exactly.
From way back.
So
way back when the Lord told us what? He told the Israelites that if you don't follow my commandments, what was going to happen to us? We were going to go into captivity. Ain't we living there?
Right.
Ain't we there? What's up with these Christians? What's up with these Christians? You know what's the problem? They don't foresee men actually out there today doing something for people. They looked up to Martin Luther King. Mm-hmm. They looked up to Malcolm X as freedom fighters. You know what I'm saying? Buscaron de Martin Luther King, de Malcolm X, para ser luchadores de libertad. That was a failure.
Right.
The blueprint was always in our hands. That's the amazing part. He said right? Declaring the end from the beginning. Keep going.
And from ancient times.
Desde la antigüedad y desde the people. But guess what? God already told us about World War III. What you gonna say about that?
Right.
God already told us about World War I, World War II, World War III. He even describes the nuclear effects.
Right.
The nuclear effects of the explosion in the Bible. What you gonna say about that?
Right.
Desde el principio el Señor nos dijo de la tercera guerra mundial, del primero, del segundo y el tercer guerra mundial que viene pronto, como dice la palabra. También muestra los efectos de una explosión nuclear en la Biblia, in the Bible, yo. Right. And what's up with the Christians? They're too busy being a goddamn tambourine, and it's like factory conveyor belt type of situation in the church, putting out more homosexuals and lesbians. He was going to flood and made it into a gay pride symbol.
Right.
Took the Lord's rainbow and made it to a gay pride symbol. Like that's so daring to them. They bullied the Lord with that. You know what I'm saying? And every church you go, there's a rainbow flag. Every window is a rainbow. This and that. Look, even a white man had to tell them, fruitcakes, the only flag you waving here is the American flag. Now, kind of like somebody had to say something. You know what I'm saying? In the same breath, they didn't tell the Nazis not to wave their flag, but that's another situation. In the UPK, we waving the only flag that matters on the planet Earth.
Right.
That's the Lord's.
Right. Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? And our colors won't fly.
Right.
Straight up and down. You know what I'm saying? We call it a banner.
Right.
All right. Now, run this back again. I'm going to read that part in Spanish, right? It says, que anunció por venir desde el principio y desde el antiguo lo que aún no era hecho. Now keep reading.
My counsel shall stand.
What?
My counsel shall stand.
Mi consejo permanecerá. Right? Read that line again. It's important.
My counsel shall stand.
Okay, so now he's saying my counsel shall stand, right?
Right.
How many times the Christian church was, well, that was in the past. Give me in Malachi. When the Lord says I change not. That's what I mean. Because these two right here go together. All right. Read that line, that's important.
My counsel shall stand.
Mi consejo permanecerá. Eso es lo que pasa con los cristianos que dicen, eso fue en el pasado. Ya no es tiempo, estamos en el Nuevo Testamento. That was in the past, man. When the New Testament was son, you idiot. Sorry to say it like that. Done. We just read where the Lord just told us that he been from the beginning telling us of the things to come. So how you going to say that, well, that was the Old Testament that's done away with? That's the Christian mindset. And it makes it easy to love everybody when you do away with the old. And change what God already established. You can't change. Now go ahead.
Right. So if I may, they say that, but they never say that when it comes to the tithes. Like the tithes is not done away with, but everything else.
Forget it. Oh, can't find it? Oh, you got it? And it's ridiculous. You are absolutely 100% correct. Todo cambia excepto los diezmos. El diezmo, eso sí, that right there shines above everything. Forget the fact the Lord said that he hates homosexuals. Forget the fact that he said he hates sinners and the sin. Forget the fact that he said he's going to put white people and the other nations under our boots. You know what I'm saying? Forget all that. Forget what he told us to eat and what not to eat, well, how to dress and how not to dress, who to marry and who not to marry. Forget all that. The tithes is the only thing that's looking good, right? Son, you know what I'm saying? Que se olvide de las leyes en lo que nos enseña a nosotros de que debemos comer o no comer. cómo debemos vestir o no, de con quién podemos casarnos o no. Todo eso es para la basura, excepto los diezmos. Eso es la única cosa que brilla. I'm just repeating everything I said in English, right in Spanish, okay? So now, after he said, my counsel shall stand, right? Read, and then we'll go here.
And I will do all my pleasure.
What?
And I will do all my pleasure.
Ain't that a serious cut? That's a straight up cut from the Lord. Like my counsel, like when I say go,
right,
I'm gonna do what the hell I want.
Damn right.
That shuts down everything, son. that is game over.
Right.
Straight up and down. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. El Señor dijo, y haré todo lo que yo quisiere. He's saying what literally saying, what I just read in Spanish, literally, and then it says, I do what I want. We just read, he says, I'll do all my pleasure in English.
Right.
But in the Spanish translation, if you translate it, it's saying, I do what I want. You know what I'm saying? What can you do? ¿Qué puedes hacer? Si el Señor dice, haré todo lo que quisiere. You found it? Let's go. Tell me where you at. So I can
Malachi, chapter 3, verse 6.
Okay, hold it. Estamos en Malaquías, capítulo 3 y versículo 6. Come on with it.
For I am the Lord.
Hold up. Say that again.
For I am the Lord.
Didn't we read that in Isaiah? For I am the Lord, ¿verdad? Dice, porque yo, el Señor, right? They're using that word Jehovah. That's not his name, yo. It ain't Jehovah, and it's not Jehovah. It's Yahweh. Learn how to say it. If you don't know how to say it, come to I.S.U.P.K. We're going to teach you how to properly say his name, Yahweh, which means the Lord. Read. Go ahead.
For I am the Lord. I change not.
What?
I change not.
No me mudo. I change not. He said I don't move.
Yeah, right.
Mudo means to move.
Right.
It's the same thing. I change not.
Right.
I'm not moving. Like you ain't moving me. That's straight up black talk. Right you ain't moving me.
Right.
You know whatever you say, it ain't moving me. I'm staying right here. This is me right here.
Right.
The Lord telling us right there. I'm in charge. You ain't moving me. I'm in charge. I change not. Go ahead.
Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not consumed.
Y así vosotros, hijos de Jacob, no habéis sido consumidos. Thank the Most High in Christ for that, because he changed not.
Right.
We still here.
Right.
You see, and he was saying that because he see what the heathens are doing to us. He see what the white man is doing to us.
Right.
You seen the radio show? West Coast brother got put to death by the cops. The brother telling him I can't breathe.
Oh, come.
Man, yo, I'm hearing that.
Right.
Damn near had to push my tears back in.
Right.
Because he hear that last dying words, I can't breathe.
Right.
And the damn Edomite right on his back.
Come.
Yo, that if I'm the parent of that, I'm looking at it in this fact like this a brother, but that could be my son also.
Come.
And that would be some help. And I imagine if I feel this way, how much more does the Lord feel? How much more Christ feels?
Right.
Seeing those stuff. Like the Christians don't realize these are the hurtful things that is happening to their people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? En California, si no saben, en California hubo un incidente donde la policía estranguló a un hermano después que el hermano le está diciendo que no puede respirar, como quiera comer a la policía, se treparon encima de este hermano, ¿verdad? Y lo asfixiaron hasta la muerte. Y hasta que murió, él dijo que no puedo respirar. Y los cristianos sin efecto ninguno. No effect from these Christians, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm seeing that, and even thinking about it now, it just enrages me. These goddamn white people, man. Yo, it's like, what more?
Come.
What more? I'm saying, like, you got to be the stupidest Christians to not see what they're doing to our people.
Come.
You got to be retarded. We got to love it, but I'm not loving that. I'm sorry.
Right.
Whether I'm in the truth or not, at least I know I can't love that.
Yeah,
You're doing this to these people, man.
Right.
And if anybody had a conscience, they would say, nah, the hell with loving you.
Right.
The hell with loving you, straight up and down. You want us to be part of your society, so what, you can keep duck hunting us? Nah, that ain't happening.
Damn right.
We need I.S.U.P.K. We need Commander General Hanna, all the generals, captains, officers, troopers, and sisters here.
Right.
Straight up and down. You think it's a game? That's on you.
Right.
When things start getting hot, temperatures start rising, come crying, you go to Christian, you have to wait in line just like everybody else. We're telling you not because we telling you. The Most High has been telling us. They've been telling us from the beginning. We need freedom fighters like Commander General Hunter.
Right.
You notice out of all the freedom fighters get named, name some. Medgar Evers, right? Pancho Villa, Emilio Zapata. These are two Mexican generals. You know, they were fighting their freedoms. They were fighting because they were being oppressed on the land.
Chavez.
Chavez, you know what I'm saying? On and on. And the Bible has always showed us freedom fighters. The Bible's always showed us freedom fighters. You think Christians know about these freedom fighters? I don't know. They might hear the name, but they don't see they were fighting for your freedom.
Right.
Let's get with Moses.
Right.
Somebody give me the story of Moses. When the Lord went to Moses, let's start with that. And then somebody else give me the Apocrypha. We'll start with them two. And then we're going to start, and then we're going to take the cherry on top with Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying?
Like, what do you want out of the Apocrypha, sir?
When Moses went up into the mountain, he told him what he had to do to go save the people. That's what I want. You can even start off when he was stepped to Pharaoh.
That's in the Apocrypha, sir?
No. It's in Exodus. You can start right there when he stepped to Pharaoh. Because I want to put people up to right to the event. This is after what they call the burning bush, right?
Right.
When the Lord spoke to Moses, gave him the commandments, right? And then he told him to step to Pharaoh, right? And to take Aaron with you, because Aaron was going to be your mouth instead of you. Aaron shall be thy mouth, meaning what? What's another modern way of saying that?
He's going to be your representative.
Or if you're my mouth, you're my spokesperson.
Spokesperson, yeah, come.
Right? That's the word you need, ¿verdad? Vamos a empezar con el cuento de Aarón en el libro de Éxodo. Vamos directo a cuando Moisés fue delante de Faraón, right? Was that what we at?
Exodus 5.
Was it Exodus 5?
Yeah.
5 and 1.
Right. Is that the first occurrence?
When they first went to Pharaoh, come.
Right. Okay. Now let's read this account right here. The reason why we're going into these accounts is because to put it in a better perspective of freedom fighters. Like, we don't look at Moses as a freedom fighter. We look at Moses as Charleston Heston,
right?
Or whatever Edomite that they decide to put on TV, ¿verdad? No miramos a Moisés como un luchador de libertad, ¿verdad? Miramos a Moisés como cualquier pendejo blanquito que ponen en las películas. Cuando en realidad Moisés era del tribu de Levi, que son los haitianos hoy en día, when in reality Moses didn't look white, but was of the tribe of Levi, which are the Haitians today. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, let's go Exodus 5 and 1. We'll start there.
Exodus chapter 5, verse 1. And afterward, Moses and Aaron went in and told Pharaoh, thus saith the Lord God of Israel, let my people go, that they may hold a feast unto me in the wilderness.
Now, let me give it to him in Spanish. Después entraron Moisés y Aarón a Faraón y le dijeron, el Señor, el poder de Israel, dice así, deja ir a mi pueblo a celebrarme fiesta en el desierto. So that was what he wanted.
Right.
He wanted this time out, this time off, so that way we could hold a feast to the Lord.
Right.
That's it. Right? That was it. It's like you telling today the white man, listen up, there's a Passover event, and it's on Saturday, such and such. I can't let you go.
Right.
I got this and this and this. And you tell them, listen, but this is important to me. I hear what you're saying, but I need this done. Blah, 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 blah.
Right.
Like keeping you from serving the Lord.
God.
Keeping you from holding this feast.
Right.
Es igual que tú le dices a tu jefe, ¿verdad? Mira, necesito guardar el holocausto del Señor. Sucede en este sábado, bla, bla, bla. Necesito ese día libre. No puedo dejarte porque tengo esto y aquello y lo otro que tenemos que resolver. Solamente un día, esto es lo que necesito. No te puedo ayudar. That's how it is.
God.
Keep going.
God. Verse 2.
And here's what Pharaoh said.
And Pharaoh said, who is the Lord?
What?
Who is the Lord?
Faraón respondió, ¿quién es el Señor? Who is the Lord? Like, that's bold.
God.
That's a bold statement. That's something white Esau would say to your face. God.
Yeah.
God. I don't believe in God. Well, I didn't ask you if you believe in God.
Right.
But that's his way of saying, who's God?
Right.
Like he's trying to let Moses know, who I'm your God.
Right.
Who's God?
Right.
Who's this? You know what I'm saying?
God.
Keep going.
That I should obey his voice to let Israel go.
There it is, ¿verdad? Y Faraón respondió, ¿quién es el Señor para que yo oiga su voz y deje ir a Israel? ¿Verdad? Faraón se sobrepasó de la línea, ¿verdad? Se sobrepasó de la raya, ¿ok? Y quería echárselo más que el Señor, ¿ok? Diciendo, ¿quién es el Dios? ¿Verdad? Que debo escuchar a él y dejar a Israel irse. Keep going.
God. I know not the Lord.
Yo no conozco al Señor. I know not the Lord. Yo no conozco al Señor. Go ahead.
Neither will I let Israel go.
Ni tampoco dejaré ir a Israel. Like, I don't know who that.
God.
I ain't letting you go.
God.
That's a real, and this is, mind you, here's the thing. Brothers love claiming Africa.
God.
Meanwhile, here's an African
Right.
that had us oppressed,
God.
had us destroyed. You know, mucho en el Caribe, ¿verdad? Muchos de nosotros, and we're bred in the Caribbean, that we come part African, part Native Indians, right? Part Spanish, you know, and that's bred into us. You know what I'm saying? En el Caribe, eso es lo que, eso es las costumbres de la enseñanza del pueblo, ¿verdad? Que tienen parte africano, tienen parte español, tienen parte indígena, ¿verdad? Let me tell you something. Le van a decir algo. Faraón era un africano que oprimía a nosotros, a los hijos de Israel. He oppressed us.
Right.
Keep going.
Come. Verse 3. And they said, the God of the Hebrews hath met with us. Let us go, we pray thee.
Y ellos dijeron, el poder de los hebreos nos ha encontrado. Iremos. Go ahead.
3 days journey into the desert.
Pues ahora camino 3 días por el desierto. Okay? 3 days journey. He's letting them know the power of the Hebrews told us to do this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
No different than when we go out in the streets and we're teaching the people. It's the power of Israel giving us the words to tell Israelites, this is what's going to happen. Telling the white man, this is what you're going to see when Christ comes. No different than that. Okay? Keep going.
And sacrifice unto the Lord our God.
Boy, y sacrificaremos al Señor nuestro poder. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Lest he fall upon us with pestilence or with the sword. Verse 4.
Ahora, porque no venga sobre nosotros con pestilencias o con espadas. Right? In other words, saying, if we don't do this, he's going to check us.
Right.
He's going to hurt us. And that's what he's trying to let Pharaoh know.
Right.
Pharaoh don't give a damn. He just told you that in the beginning.
Right.
See, the white man don't give a damn. The white man is a reflection of that same spirit of Cain.
Right.
That same spirit that these Africans had towards us. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a damn. So what? You're dying? You're a bunch of criminals. This and this and that. I don't give a damn about that. Es el mismo espíritu que tiene el hombre blanco es de Caín. El mismo espíritu de Faraón y esos africanos. Go ahead.
Verse 4. And the king of Egypt said unto them, wherefore do ye, Moses and Aaron, let the people from their works get you into their burdens, unto their burdens.
Look at that. Entonces el rey de Egipto les dijo Moisés y Aarón, ¿por qué hacéis cesar al pueblo de su obra? Idos a vuestro cargo, right? He's saying, wherefore do ye, like what you trying to do here? Do ye means what you trying to do, right?
Right.
Moses and Aaron. Let the people. You trying to let the people stop working? In other words, get to your burdens. That's messed up.
Good night.
That's messed up.
Come.
That's messed up, really. Eso es demasiado, ¿verdad? That's the same type of spirit that white men had.
Right.
Listen, how is he doing that? Here's a reflection. He gives you a job, right? Let's use McDonald's, for instance.
Come.
It's a good spot to start, right?
Come.
Here's a job. If you ever worked at McDonald's, right? You need some coffee?
No,
Yeah. I know. I understand. That's why you don't feel free to go if you need to. Yeah. He gives you a job, right? You're hired, right? But he's only gonna pay you part-time.
Right.
But you're gonna do a 40-hour shift in a part-time day.
Right.
Think about that.
Come.
You're doing a 40-hour shift in a part-time day.
Right.
What do I mean by that? Not only are you gonna be the cashier,
Right.
you got to be the cook.
Come.
You got to be the bathroom scrubber.
Right.
You got to be the lobby cleaner. You got to be the window cleaner. You got to be the milkshake maker, right? The fluffy, what they call the flurry maker. You know what I'm saying? You got to hit the nuggets and the fries. You got to be the cook. You got to be the dishwasher.
Right.
You got to be the maintenance. You got to paint. All in a part-time day.
Right.
Part-time is what, 4 hours? So for 1 hour, it's 10 hours of work. 10. And then he hits you up with a check at the end of the week. Here you go. Thank you for your service. When you look at your check, 109, 73. And then think about that. How would you feel? You did this 5 days a week, maybe 4, but you get a check for 109 with 73 cents. That's after taxes.
Right.
And then, you know what's the messed up part that you have to register? Let me get number one, $8.99. Let me get combo number 2, almost $10. Every meal is almost damn near $9 to $10. Right? And how many meals are sending per hour? Ridiculous amount per hour, right? Especially on lunchtime come. Now you mean to tell me you can't pay people $100 an hour? Well, you could.
Right.
You're a $1 billion corporation. You got multiple. You're a multinational company. That means that you have businesses throughout the whole planet.
Right.
And you can't afford at least at minimum to pay people $50 an hour. Because you're gonna make $50 in 30 minutes.
Right.
And then you count that many employees. You will make whatever you pay them. Whatever each of their week's salary. If you pay them at $50 an hour, you gonna make that in 1 day anyway. You're open 24 hours. Damn it. That's a burden, yo.
Right.
Go ahead.
It's like I just want to say, the white man is a devil, sir.
All day. All day. There's no other way to color it.
That's a lot.
That's it. There's no other way to color it. It's the devil all day. You know what I'm saying? This is going straight into English, but it's okay. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about freedom fighter, ¿verdad? El ejemplo, si no entendiste, ¿verdad? El ejemplo es uno trabajando, teniendo empleo en McDonald's, ¿verdad? Y por tiempo parcial tú tienes que trabajar y visualiza en esto, ¿verdad? Te dan empleo por tiempo parcial, ¿verdad? Pero tú vas a trabajar en ese día 40 horas. Me refiero, no solamente tú vas a ser el cajero, sino tú vas a ser de mantenimiento, el que limpia los toiles y el baño completo, el que pinta, el que frega, el que cocina las comidas, ¿verdad? Todo eso en un día. Entonces, ¿para qué? Para que te den un sueldo a fin de semana, $109.73. Esto es un ejemplo. Cualquiera se sentiría amargado de su vida. That almost make you want to commit suicide. It does. I'm straight up to tell you because I felt that experience. Work hard, boom, this back in the 90s, boom, doing the rule. And get paid $89. I had to get paid $89, but I had to pay weekly. Go ahead.
So like I said, if I may, and that's what made me exactly what you just described. I was working 3 slaves, and that's when we joined Esau's military. Because like you said, you work so hard to see crumbs, and it's like you damn near want to just end it all.
End it all. Yeah. And
like,
then it didn't help if you went into Esau military because you added to your burden. The reality was that was it. And this is the same spirit that Esau has today. Is the same spirit that Pharaoh had. Would get you to your burdens.
Right.
Saying, get to work.
Yeah.
Like, it's almost like a kick to your face. Get to work. You know what I'm saying? That's what it feels like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, good night.
Keep going.
Verse 5. And Pharaoh said, behold, the people of the land now are many, and ye make them rest from their burdens.
You see that? Like that. People of the land now are many, and you want to stop them from working? And you know what's sad about this situation here? It's the same thing that's going on today.
Right.
Let me bring it to you like this, right? And I heard the general say this, and I'm going to repeat it. I'm going to repeat it as best as I could, but it's in the same spirit. In that, even with all this, even though it was hard and laborious task that we had to do then, to the point where you wanted to just end it all, still had niggas that enjoyed Egypt. That's the crazy thing. It's like today. You got your Oprahs and your Jay-Z's and all that, Jay-Z and Jordans, knowing full well that through that circle they got to climb that mountain, they're going to hear constant with nigga from the white man, nigga this, nigga that, nigga. And they tolerate it for the millions and billions of dollars. Dribble the ball, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Make them shoes, nigga. I'll pay you millions of dollars and you can get mad all you want. But because you be looking at the money instead of the integrity.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You sell your soul for the money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of saying, you know what, keep your damn million.
Yeah, I'm right.
Like last week they were praising Jay-Z being the first rap billionaire. And then they break it down. Well, he got stake in Uber. He invested 70 million in Uber. And today he invested 120 something million here. 80 million there, this and that. My only answer was, that sounds great and great. You're a billionaire. Did you buy the project area in Marcy's? It wasn't called a Marcy's. Did you buy every building there so that way nobody ever in them projects could pay rent? Did you do that? Because that would impress me more.
Exactly.
Did you do that? You invested here and there. I know you're building wealth. Great. But as a reward to your people where you come from, did you say, you know what? I'm a billionaire. You know what? I'm going to buy those Marcy projects from the city. I'm going to start 1 building at a time. And everybody that's living there now don't ever have to pay no rent.
Right.
You know how much of that will lift a burden off the people? You know how much in kind of way the crime will stop? Because now they don't have to worry so much.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And this is what I was thinking. You know, and too much praising for the red. That's what the Lord, if you look at it, it says an abomination unto him.
Right.
But damn, this person here says you make them to rest from their burdens. Like, you want to give them a break from hard labor? Damn, Pharaoh, you know what I'm saying? Like, these people, are pushing. I can't even name how many tons per brick they was making to build that damn pyramid.
Right.
You know, like, think about it. This is construction pushing these blocks to construct these pyramids.
Right.
Could you imagine all the Israelites that because they didn't grab it right and slipped and fell on top of them, killing them?
Right.
Because that happens on all the construction sites even now. You know what I'm saying? Could you imagine? Think about this. Them brothers, them Latino brothers, because you see Jake and Latino brothers building these buildings. You don't think that they right there in Esau's, all the Edomites are just standing around and acting like they're doing something important. Meanwhile, it's the Israelites digging, it's the Israelites pulling, it's the Israelites welding, it's the Israelites mixing cement, taking wood up, lifting up bricks. And they're doing it because Esau's like, listen, we got to go, we got to wait, a deadline. By the time 2 o'clock comes and it's quitting time, them brothers are beat. I know, I've been through that. Go ahead.
So if I could, I did construction for 30 minutes.
And you walked off?
And I walked off. Not because of the labor. It's because of how the white man was just standing over us. All extra white black men doing the labor. This is after I was here, and then this is after me being in the U.P.K. and coming home, and then getting that job.
Yeah.
And they was on forklifts, just watching over. I looked around, like, man, I walked off. I couldn't do it. It wasn't because of the labor. It was because of how they was.
You was feeling. Yeah.
Like it was
wrong.
Picking cotton. That's how I felt. So I just walked off. 30 minutes. It probably wasn't even that. I got out of there, and I never did it.
Because you knew it was wrong, straight up and down.
Right.
You knew it was wrong. You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't it be nice if Jay-Z would have walked into one of them spots and been like, yo, Papi, hey, yo, bro, quit this.
Yeah.
I got you. Wouldn't it have been nice if Oprah would have said that? Instead of giving white people cars? Go ahead.
I just want to add this. If it wasn't for U.P.K. on the Commander General, I would have never felt like that, though.
Right.
Because it would have never dawned on me that what it was. I already had the knowledge already. I knew what it was.
Right.
So if it wasn't for Commander General,
right. Yeah, and Most High Christ on that, because it made you see the injustices that's occurring right now.
Right.
It's the same thing that Moses saw. We remember the event, right? When the two brothers were fighting. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue here. Then we're gonna jump to another freedom fighter. I want to skip a few verses now, but I had to bring it to 5, right? So let me read 5 real quick. Dijo también Faraón, he aquí el pueblo de la tierra. Perdón. He aquí que el pueblo de la tierra es ahora mucho, y vosotros le hacéis cesar sus cargos. Okay, it's the same thing what he said in 5. Behold, the people of the land are many, and you make them to rest. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like how it is today. He got all these Israelites doing this, suffering these burdens. You know what I'm saying? Here's the thing you could add besides the construction job. You know what's more shocking and more messed up? When they arrest Latino immigrants and black people, and now you gotta do the same burdens but for free.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But for free. And guess what? If you don't do it, you get a bullet. That's the messed up part about it.
Right.
If you don't do it, you hit in the box.
Right.
You might spend another year in there. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna pay you $5.
Right.
$10 a month.
Right.
A month, they'll feel that. And if you want to make a call, it's $5 per minute.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I've been there. They paying you 30-something cents a day. You know I've been there.
Now, let me ask you something. How many Victoria's Secret, if you was in them type of facilities, how many Victoria's Secret garments that you made? Was you in them type of ones, or was you making furniture?
I wasn't on that in that sector.
Okay, but it was happening.
Right.
A Victoria's Secret is making all these millions of dollars. You know what's messed up too? This is gonna have to stay in English, man. You know what's messed up too? McDonald's uniforms are made in prison. That's the messed up part. Not only is it hell working at McDonald's, but brothers are catching hell in prison, making them same uniforms for McDonald's.
If you want to do research on that, it's called UNICO. That's the
the reason why I know about that is because I've really looked into the private prison complex. You know what I'm saying? That's how I know about that. And they got different companies. You know what's messed up? Also, on top of that Michael Jordan is investing in one of his prisons. That's messed up. That really is a slap to the face. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Go ahead.
So like I said, if I made the prison I was working at, not only were they making like you said, McDonald's uniforms, they were making the uniforms for the CEOs, the police officer uniforms, the license plates, furniture for IKEA, all kind.
Let me add some more. Military parachutes.
Come on.
Hold on. I even read in one of them, they was also helping build tanks. Furniture for IKEA, as you said, right? Solar panels. They tell you that a lot of them come from China, right? A lot of them are made here by prisoners. Okay. That's the part they're not telling us. Like Trump is putting tariffs on the Chinese because a lot of panels do come from China. But the ones that are made here, made by hands of prisoners.
Right.
Okay? And many other items.
Right.
Many other items that you don't never know that is being done, but it is done.
Right.
That's similar to the cotton field. That's similar to the cotton field. And if you don't do it, you're not gonna get your $10 a month.
Right.
You're going into the box. And here's the thing: they charge the government $250 a day for your stay.
Right.
And the deal is with the government. Okay, we'll fill in these prisons. You're gonna pay us X amount of dollars. You know the story about the judge that they arrested? He was purposely sending people into jail.
Vaccines. You know
what I'm saying?
Come.
Now let's skip on down just a little bit, okay? So the 5 was the dope part, and it's the messed up part because this is America. That right there is America, okay?
Right.
Now, let's get to the part where the plagues. That's what I want. That's so beautiful. That's beautiful. If you can find it, I'm one yard. I need you to read that there. Right? Find the one when the Lord sends Moses to tell him, well, if you don't let my people go, this is what I'm gonna start doing to you.
Right.
You know. Because a lot of people don't know, even though they show in the movies, right? Turn the water into blood, which we were going to read, right? And the plagues of the frogs, right? Which we're going to read, right?
God.
But the part about that they don't throw in the movies is the plague of the lice. And it's in the scripture.
Exodus chapter 7.
Yeah. Let's go there. Let's start with them plagues, the beginning of the plagues.
Right.
All right. And then we'll make a comparison to America.
Right.
Okay, you said Exodus 7?
Come, 7 and 16.
7 and 16. Let me see. You start at 1 because it's showing when Pharaoh was starting to get scared.
7
and 1. Yeah.
Exodus chapter 7, verse 1. And the Lord said unto Moses, see, I have made thee a God to Pharaoh.
Right. Stop right there. That's important. That's super duper important. Right. He made him a God to Pharaoh. Right. In Spanish says, el Señor dijo a Moisés, mira, yo te he constituido Dios para Faraón, meaning significando poder, meaning power, right? So now he looking at Moses like, oh snap.
Yeah, God.
That's how they're gonna look soon at the Commanding General and the I.S.U.P.K. Like, oh snap. He did tell us, and it's on video, the invasion with Russia going into what country? Saudi Arabia, right?
Saudi Arabia, come.
Right? Like you can find other videos where he prophesied things, and it's on. The dope part about it is on video, and then you hear the news event. That's the dope part about it. Nobody, literally nobody on the planet has that track record. You know the Lord is dealing with Commander General. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts, no denying about that. No hay nadie en la planeta que tiene una trayectoria de profetizar algo y está en video y después sale la noticia de lo que él profetizó, como él profetizó que Rusia iba o vas a invadir a Arabia del Sur. In Spanish is a translation. Saudi means south. Okay, the word Saudi is when you translate that word in English or in Spanish, is south or sur, which means south. Okay. So he made Moses a god to Pharaoh. Go ahead.
And Aaron, thy brother, shall be thy prophet.
Right, and Aaron, thy brother, shall be thy prophet. Go ahead.
And thou shalt speak all that I command thee. And Aaron, thy brother, shall speak unto Pharaoh.
Right, so it's like this, right? It's like Commander General told Muhammad. This and that and third, make it happen. and he makes it happen.
Damn right.
Go ahead.
Then he sent the children of Israel out of his land.
Okay. Tú dirás todas las cosas que yo te mandaré y Aarón, tu hermano, hablará a Faraón. Entonces, esto es lo que sucede, ¿verdad? Es como el comandante general Yahana le dice al general Mahayaman, al esto y aquello y lo otro, y el general Mahayaman va y cumple esos mandatos. Keep going. Wait, hold on, perdón.
And I will harden.
Hold on, stop right there. Y para que deje ir de su tierra a los hijos de Israel, porque al fin y al cabo lo que él quiere es que Faraón deja ir a los hijos de Israel, okay? Go ahead.
Come. Verse 3. And I will harden Pharaoh's heart.
Stop right there. Y yo endureceré el corazón de Faraón, right? Meaning what? He's going to make him more hard-headed, more stubborn, ¿verdad? Significando que lo vas a hacer más cabeciduro. Corazón no está hablando el músculo que está en tu pecho, sino tu mente. Es hablando en jerga, tu mente es tu corazón. Go ahead.
And multiply my signs and my wonders in the land of Egypt.
Right? Y multiplicaré en la tierra de Egipto mis señales y mis maravillas, right? Not only is he going to cause Pharaoh to be hard-headed and stubborn about the situation, even though he's now getting afraid of Moses because he's seeing the things that is going to happen, right? Right? But now the Lord's telling him this, I'm going to make something happen here. My signs and my miracles and my wonders. Go ahead.
Verse 4. But Pharaoh shall not hearken unto you.
Faraón no os oirá. Go ahead.
That I may lay my hand upon Egypt.
Right? Y mas yo pondré mi mano sobre Egipto. Go ahead.
And bring forth my army.
Y sacaré mi ejército. Go ahead.
And my people,
Mi
the
pueblo,
children of Israel,
los hijos de Israel,
out of the land of Egypt,
de la tierra de Egipto,
by great judgment.
con grandes juicios, ¿ok? Grandes juicios significa grandes castigos. Great judgments mean what?
Punishments.
That's it.
Right.
Now, we go out to teach. Bring it to my mind. I said we're going to make that comparison. We go out every week to teach, right? Lord permitted, weather permitted, right? We go out like we're going to do this Friday.
Oh, God.
And we're going to blaze the white man as the devil. We're going to bring out everything that's going on within the black community. We're going to tell it, we're going to say that it's white man's fault. Like the way we could have said it's Egypt's fault that the Israelites are living in in Egypt, how Israelites were living in the most deplorable condition. That's the best word I can use right now, right?
Right.
And because they live in the deplorable conditions, all kinds of ways of how we were acting is similar to in America. We live in deplorable conditions. So what does that produce? It produces us to become
homosexuals.
And what else? Murderers, drug dealers,
Cowards.
Pimps,
Pedophiles.
all that, right? All that. And a failure of what? A failure of what? Leadership, real leadership.
Oh, damn right.
They live in a deplorable. They don't leave out the rich of Israel. Right. The well-to-do of Israel, right? Because why I say that? Think scripture. Think scripture now.
It's harder for
think scripture.
our leaders. The leaders cause them to err.
Yeah, that is true, but one more shot. If you can't, then just say it.
That's like a cut.
What about you? Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. The 28th chapter, right? Right? What it said about in the city or in the field.
Oh, blessed in the city, blessed in the field.
Oh, cursed
in the city, cursed in the field.
Right? You see that? Usually, who you find in the city? In the where? The ghettos, right? And the ones that live in the country, right? Or right in the nice neighborhoods, right? That's in the field, right? Right? think about that, like they still black, they still Israelite. Although the house is $500,000,
right.
somebody's being called nigga. You ain't shit up in there. There's a lot of pimping and a lot of hoeing up in there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't think because Shaq got all the money and Jay-Z, I don't think he being cursed out and treated a certain way by, you know.
God.
You know what I'm saying?
God.
But with all that being said, they're a failure.
God.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on, God.
They're a failure.
God. It's like if I made, what's the baseball player that just was shot in the
Ortiz.
Yeah, God. He had all that money, and you still suffer a common Israelite thing of being shot.
Yep.
Right.
See?
God.
That's the point. You said you can't escape that. That's why I said that. But on top of that, because they side with the white man,
Yeah, God.
you know, they become a failure on top of that.
Come on, God.
Same thing in Egypt. Same thing. And you know that how can I say that? How can I say with surety? Same thing in Egypt.
Like, because when we left out of Egypt, they wanted to go back to Egypt.
That's true.
And it's Deuteronomy 28, when she's going to Egypt.
That's
again.
true.
But we still in Egypt.
If y'all read, right, it does tell you how when we left as a mixed multitude, right? Among those mixed multitude were people who they use the word renowned.
Right.
But what's the one word you use for that today?
Rich. Status.
Renowned,
famous.
Or that's the word.
Right.
That's the word.
Right.
Even the famous Israelites, the ones that were known, right?
God.
The Jay-Z's and the Oprahs and the Al Sharptons and the Creflo Dollars, they walked out with us.
Right.
See that?
Yeah.
Those were the same ones that would entice people. Nah, man, we should have just stood in Egypt, man. Yeah, the hell with all that. We was living, but yo, your belly was full all the time. Man, but we can't go back there. They doing this and that. Man, the hell all that, man. It was just a little suffering.
God.
That money was looking good.
Right, God.
Same thing that's happening today.
God. It's like I said, if I made, when you put it like that and you put the visual to it, it makes it more understandable as far as how those Israelites were able to see those signs and wonders that Moses did, and still were able to be like, let's go back, because they had that influence.
So you think, and if I could you imagine the stuff he had to be patient about?
God.
Same thing Commander General Hunter has to be patient about.
God.
See that?
God.
When necessary, check somebody.
God.
Right? Generals have to be patient and all that.
God.
You know what I'm saying? He had to be patient. Aaron had to be patient.
Right.
Had to check when he had to check somebody, check somebody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So now that we've seen or we read about how the Lord said that he's going to lay hands on them, right? Pondré mi mano sobre Egipto, right? That's in verse 4, right? And I'll lay my hand upon Egypt. Doesn't that sound like black talk right there too?
God.
He laid hands on me.
God.
You know what I'm saying? You heard that terminology before? When y'all about to duke it up?
Yep.
Nobody can tell you this is not a black man's book, man.
God.
Kill all that noise with the white Jesus and the white Moses. It wouldn't sound right out their mouth. And the Lord said, I'm going to read this best as I eat about it. But Pharaoh shall not hearken unto me, that I may lay hand upon Egypt. That don't even sound right, yo.
Right.
Just the fact he's saying lay hand upon you sound like something horrible coming. It should come out with more of a boom. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. Let's keep going, man. I want to get to them plagues, yo. I need that. And then we're going to get to them Greeks in the Apocrypha.
Verse 5. It said, and the Egyptians shall know that I am the Lord. When I stretch forth my hand upon Egypt and bring out the children of Israel from among them.
You see that? That's straight up black man talk, right? Dice, y sabrán los egipcios que yo soy el Señor cuando extenderé mi mano sobre Egipto y sacaré los hijos de Israel de en medio de ellos. Man. Straight up, that's how, así es en la forma que un moreno, un latino o indio nativo habla, ¿entiendes? how a native Indian would talk to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Latino, you know, like don't just think any Latino or any black man.
Right.
Just imagine the most thorough dude out there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Just imagine like that. And he just straight up, once again, like, you know, I'm the boss right here.
Right.
Right? He said it right there. And the Egyptians shall know that I am the Lord.
Right.
Like, I run this. And guess what? White man about to find out who run the planet Earth.
Right.
And if he don't know, when the tornado run through his neighborhood, he better not cry, oh
right.
God,
Right.
like they always do.
Right.
Oh Jesus, God, God, oh my God. When everything that they don't believe in God until the day the Lord run through their neighborhood.
Right.
When there's a shootout in the schools, oh God, you hear it. You hear Becky screaming, God, go ahead.
Like I said yesterday in class, it was reported that it was 500 tornadoes in the U.S. in 3 days.
Oh damn.
510, everything. I'm
Hold on. You see the parallels? You can go up a few verses, right? You can go one verse, right? Hold up. El hermano me dice que se reportó que hubo 500 tornados que ocurrió en 3 días. Siente eso por un momentito. Feel that for a second.
Right.
Yeah, you can go one verse, yo, and yo, hold on. Wait. Now, even in that verse 5, right? And the Egyptians shall know that I am the Lord when I stretch forth my hand upon Egypt and bring out the children of Israel. You just clearly see the parallels. It's like there's no way getting around it. Like we living in that time. Go ahead.
And they also said like this never happened in history. Like never.
But it just hearing it.
Right.
You see how I'm amazed I'm about it?
Right.
You cannot deny the Lord is real.
Right.
500 tornadoes in 3 days. I'm half a century and I never heard. I've heard 1 or 2. 500? Nah. There's something extra happening here.
Yeah, right.
The white man going to get to know the Lord.
Yeah, right.
Go ahead.
And there's more wildfires going on.
Oh yeah, as a matter of fact, that I heard. That I did hear. Like another, like, oh, that's Psalm 83 right there. Straight up and down. Let's keep going. If you could get me right to when them plagues started coming in, that's what I need.
Chapter 8, sir.
That's what I really need.
The first one is in 7 when he turned the river to blood. But
Yeah. So let's just start from there.
okay. I got it.
Now,
Verse 7.
Hold on, so you can keep going.
What verse, sir?
That's 7 to 17.
7 to 17, come. Exodus chapter 7, verse 17. Thus saith the Lord.
Hold on. You gotta rewind just a little bit. We gotta set the people up, the Christians.
Yeah.
You gotta set them. You don't want to jump right into it wet. You want to lay it on them like how you first get prepared. You know, you do a little stretch out.
No.
Aquí que él sale a las aguas y tú ponte a la orilla del río delante de él y toma en tu mano la vara aunque se volvió culebra y dile el Señor el poder de los hebreos me ha enviado a ti diciendo dejar ir a mi pueblo para que me sirvan en el desierto y aquí que hasta ahora no has querido oír. Right, so this is you want to read. But we're going to read after. What we're going to read now, this is the event that happened after the staff was turned into serpent.
Right.
And Moses' staff ate the other one. So go ahead, 14.
Chapter 7, verse 4. Exodus chapter 7, verse 14.
Uh-huh.
And the Lord said unto Moses,
Uh-huh.
Pharaoh's heart is hard.
Uh-huh.
he refuseth.
You're going to go to the edge of the water. The Pharaoh every morning goes out to the water. Go ahead.
Thou shalt stand by the river bank.
The river's brink.
Right.
Right? That means at the edge of the water. Go ahead.
Against he come.
Right?
And the rod which was turned to a serpent shalt thou take in thy hand. And thou shalt say unto him, the Lord thy God, the Lord God of the Hebrews, have sent me unto thee, saying, let my people go, that they may serve me in the wilderness. And behold, hitherto thou wouldest not hear.
Right. So now it's right here, right? Sent him to the edge, and he told Pharaoh, listen, the Lord God, the Lord power of the Hebrews, right, has sent me, right? He didn't say he came on his own accord. Right? He said the Lord sent him, right? Saying, let my people go. Like the Lord, he's telling the Pharaoh, the Lord sent me to you, and he wants you to let Israelites go. Point blank, plain and simple. We do that. We do that. When we go out in the streets, that's what we're doing. We're telling our people, though, this is a different outcome, though, but nonetheless, it's still a plague. You know what I'm saying? It's still a plague. You know, you gather yourself together is what we're telling them, because this is what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? It's the same parallel. The only thing is, instead of telling somebody to let our people go, is now telling our people, we got to come together because this is what's about to happen. We don't want you part of this. Fortunately, a lot of us are going to go down with it, you know. So now he's at the edge of the water. Keep going.
Verse 17. Thus saith the Lord, and this thou shalt know that I am the Lord.
Stop right there. Así ha dicho el Señor, en esto conocerás que yo soy el Señor. That's dope. Think about it. In this thou shalt know that I am the Lord. And you gonna know. You gonna know who am I. Straight up and down. You don't know who. You don't know about me. You'll find out today. Tú no sabes quién soy yo. Vas a conocer hoy. Keep going.
Behold, I will smite with the rod that is in my hand upon the waters which are in the river, and they shall be turned to blood.
Okay. He aquí que yo heriré con la barra que yo tengo en mi mano el agua que está en el río y se convertirá en sangre. Okay. And Moses saying the words of the Lord to Pharaoh. Okay. El Moisés está diciéndole las palabras a Faraón, la palabra del Señor. And he's going to turn this river into blood. Go ahead.
And the fish that is in the river shall die, and the river shall stink, and the Egyptians shall loathe. Loathe.
Right, that means to hate.
Come.
Or despise. Go ahead.
Loathe. To drink of the water of the river.
Y los peces que hay en el río morirán, y herederá el río, y tendrá asco, right? The Lord used the word in Spanish, asco means disgusting. Right? Asco is loath. It means, like what I said, disgusting. Y tendrá asco los Egipcios, like he's saying that the Egyptians would find it disgusting, this water. You know what I'm saying? And it's like today. Right now, white man bottle your water, right? But there's gonna come a time when that drinking water gonna be something else unless you stop boiling. Not even a bottle of water. Occasionally there's a recall because you got that E. coli. But far worse, like the man Johanna said it. It's on video. The Lord gonna put a disease on them so bad you don't even gonna want to be near them. And I be thinking about that. I be thinking about that, like you just be in the vehicle with them because you know it's a part of your job, and they sneeze or something. Boy, man, I be dreading the coughing. Oh gosh, I don't even want to get into, but
Come
you
on,
get the
God.
picture, you know what I'm saying? Just thinking about what he said,
God.
and now hearing the measles epidemic.
Come on, God.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on, God.
I'm not saying that's it, but what I'm just saying is
Right.
just, when I hear about these epidemic, I'm thinking in my head that prophecy that he said.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So keep going.
And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying unto Aaron.
Oh, let me get the 18. Slack. Y los peces que hay en el río morirán, herederá el río y tendrá asco los egipcios de beber el agua del río. Now read 19.
And the Lord spake unto Moses, say unto Aaron, take thy rod and stretch out thy hand upon the waters of Egypt.
Y el Señor dijo a Moisés, di a Aarón, toma tu vara y extiende tu mano sobre la agua de Egipto. Go ahead.
Upon their streams,
Sobre sus ríos, go ahead.
upon their rivers,
Sobre sus arroyos, go ahead.
and upon their ponds,
Y sobre sus estanques, go ahead.
and upon all their pools
Y
of the water,
sobre todos sus depósitos de agua, go ahead.
that they may become blood,
Para que se convierten en sangre.
and that there may be blood throughout all the land of Egypt.
Y haya sangre por toda la región de Egipto, go ahead.
Both in vessels
Así
of wood,
así en vasos de madera, go ahead,
and in vessels of stone.
como en los de piedras. So you can imagine everywhere in all the regions of Egypt, and even the ones that are in vessels of wood
Come on, God.
and pottery.
Right.
So, you know, stone meaning the terracotta cups. You know what I'm saying? They pour it out of a pitcher, the blood. You know, was that you down? You in the region where it's always hot,
Right.
and you can't drink. There's not a drop of clean water for you because everything is blood.
Right. Good night.
And then not just blood, it stink.
Right.
Could you imagine if that happened here in America?
Oh man.
Because it can't happen.
Come on, God.
You know what I'm saying? It can't happen.
Come on, God.
And the Lord can make that happen because of what happened in Flint, Michigan with their water.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Come on, God.
And I hope he does.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? I hope he does.
Come on,
You know,
God.
straight up and down. Because they contaminated that water. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Verse 20. And Moses and Aaron did so, and the Lord commanded, and he lifted up the rod and smote the waters that were in the river, in the sight of Pharaoh, and in the sight of his servants.
So like it says smoke, not smoke, but smoke, right?
Smoke.
Yeah.
Come on.
Right? In the sight of Pharaoh and in the sight of his servants, go ahead.
And all the waters that were in the river were turned to blood.
Okay, you read that in Spanish and then let's break it down a little.
Okay.
Y Moisés y Aarón hicieron como el Señor lo mandó, y alzando la vara hirió las aguas que había en el río en la presencia de Faraón y de sus siervos, y todas las aguas que había en el río se convirtieron en sangre. And imagine, he's the leader of the known world, right? Which is Pharaoh, the same way Trump. Imagine it commands you on how to go and do something like that ordered by the Lord.
Right.
Right? Could you imagine taking a staff and just going out to that river right there? The Anacostia River. And Trump is out there on some special occasion and command you how to tell something like that to Trump. And it's him and General Hyman. And they smoked that water, but not just the Anacostia, all the waters, right, and the reserves, everything just start turning to blood in the presence of Donald Trump.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That word right there was supposed to scare the living dead out of it.
Right.
Because really, if you see something like that happening, you know, anybody would common sense and just right there, and that's light. Just turn the blood. That should have made Pharaoh and his son be like, yo, get out.
Right.
I should have made that. That ain't happening that way. Go. Let's keep going.
Come. Verse 21. And the fish that was in the river died, and the river stank, and the Egyptians could not drink of the water of the river, and there was blood throughout all the land of Egypt.
Okay, so The rest of the account you can read on your own. This is for the people at home. Y'all can read that on your own.
Right.
But now let's get the next play. I'm
Right.
just gonna we're just going with 3 plays here. Okay? Find me the next play, which should be what in verse 8 in chapter 8.
Okay.
There's
Verse 3, verse 2 is lucky.
Hold on. Wait, I gotta get you this one instead. Exodus 8. It's in the same, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, the frog part. Okay, my bad. Hold on. We was in Exodus 8 already. I want you to go down. We got the frogs, right? We're just gonna skip that one.
Okay.
I want you to go down. You can read about the frogs and how the Lord sent the frogs. That was a play, right?
Yeah.
But I want you to go down to this one.
16, sir. The lights.
Let's start at 15.
Go.
Go, you can read it on Kazakh.
Come. Exodus chapter 8, verse 15.
Uh-huh.
But when Pharaoh saw that there was respite, he hardened his heart and hearkened not unto them, as the Lord had said. Verse 16. And the Lord said unto Moses, say unto Aaron, stretch out thy rod and smite the dust of the land.
Right. So now the Lord told Moses to tell Aaron to smite the dust of the land, right?
Right.
Wait, I gotta get that in Spanish.
Okay.
Estamos en Éxodo 8 y empezamos por el 15, ¿verdad? Y nos dice, ¿verdad? Dice, y viendo Faraón que le había dado reposo, agravó su corazón y no los escuchó como el Señor lo había dicho, right? So after, right? There was respite, right? So let's look up that word respite.
Okay.
I'm gonna look it up real quick for time's sake. It means a short period of rest or relief. There it is, right? So he gave him a little break, in other words.
Right.
Right? He hardened his heart. Even after the little break he gave them, like, oh snap, the frogs, the blood. All right, chill out for a little bit.
Good.
Chill out for a little something. Nah, the hell with that. Get to work. You know what I'm saying?
Good.
Go ahead. Y 15, viendo Faraón que le había dado reposo, agravó su corazón y no lo escuchó como el Señor lo había dicho. Go ahead, read.
Okay. Verse 16. And the Lord said unto Moses, say unto Aaron, stretch out thy rod and smite the dust of the land.
Right. Entonces el Señor dijo a Moisés, di a Aarón, extiende tu vara y hiere el polvo de la tierra. Go ahead.
That it may become lice throughout all the land of Egypt.
That's dope.
God.
Right? That's dope. Think about it. Extiende la vara y hiere el polvo de la tierra para que se vuelva piojos por todo el país de Egipto. Piojo is the Spanish word for lice. Okay? Now think about the dirt became lice.
Right. It's a lot.
Now, if you dig into these plagues, right? They had a frog god, right?
Oh,
they did not, and they weren't worshiping insects also, right? Amazing, right? He gave them the same gods they were worshiping as plagues, you know. But keep going, ¿verdad? So vieron lo que sucedió aquí. Aarón, Dios, como dice la palabra, hirió el polvo de la tierra, y el mismo polvo, ¿verdad? Los granos de polvo se convirtieron en piojos. The grains, became lice, the grains of dirt. Go ahead.
Come. Verse 17. And they did so, for Aaron stretched out his hand with his rod.
Right. Y ellos lo hicieron así. Aaron extendió su mano con su vara. Go ahead.
And smote the dust of the earth.
Y hirió el polvo de la tierra. Go ahead.
And it became lice in man.
El cual se volvió piojo. Go ahead.
And in beasts.
Así en los hombres como en las bestias.
All the dust of the land became lice throughout all the land of Egypt.
Todo el polvo de la tierra se volvió piojos en todo el país de Egipto. So that means if the animals, the beasts had dust on them,
right?
Also, right? You know how your body, when you're out there and dust rises up and it falls on you. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta take a bath. But imagine that same dust right? Not only the dust on the ground, but even the dust that they flew up in the air and landed on you,
God.
that turned to lice too.
Come on, God.
Man and beast, yo. Think about that. They was infested
God.
with
Oh,
lice,
God.
yo. You know the,
Yeah.
and then you're doing it for a time, and then you can't go to sleep, right? Because every part of you is itching in between your legs, under your sacks, in between the parts, and you know, everything you doing like this to your hair. You try to look for water, but that thing is blood.
God.
You know what I'm saying? There's nothing you can put on you because it's. Keep reading, man.
That will come. Verse 18. And the magicians did so with their enchantments to bring forth light.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so they could read that part about the magicians right now, right? Now, get to the part when finally the Exodus happens. Right? Yeah, this subject gotta go longer, man. 2 hours. This subject, it's almost time to crush it, but you're not gonna let me bring out fully all the freedom fighters that I was trying to bring out today. You know what I'm saying? But get to the part of, if you could, one Yada, of when I want to say it's Exodus 12.
Yep, it's 12, sir.
Right?
Trying to find the verse.
I want to go directly to when after the firstborns are about to be put to death.
Right after the first
just right before, when the Lord told Moses to tell the people to put the blood over the post of the door and on the sides of the door.
21.
12 and 21.
No, you do 29 is when it actually gets to.
I want to start to. Okay, let me get real quick, right? En el cuento, esto es la parte donde el Señor le ordenó a Moisés y a todo Israel que deben tomar un cordero, ¿verdad? Y compartirlo con su familia. Si la familia es muy pequeña, ellos deben compartirlo con su vecino, que es, en otra palabra, otro hermano entre la nación de Israel, ¿verdad? Porque él iba a causar que todos los primerísimos de los egipcianos o de egipcios mueren, sea bestia o hombre, o animal o insecto. ¿Ok? Y tendría que tomar la sangre, ponerlo en el lado y en la cabeza de la puerta, right? Real quick, so this is the account. The Lord told the people, right? Told Moses and the Israelites that he's supposed to take a sheep, right? A lamb, that is, and prepare for that family, right? And if the family be too small, to share with the neighbor, right?
Right.
And they were to cook it, they were to roast it with fire, not boil, but roast it with fire, right? Have flatbread with it, right? But to take that blood and to put it on the head of the door and on the side post of the door, because the Lord is about to pass over Egypt, right? We're going to send that death angel to pass over Egypt, right? So now we're going to get to that part. What did you say it was 12?
12 and 29 is after, it's right before it gets to.
So let's give them the 12, the warning part first. Start at 12 and 12. I'm a one.
Exodus chapter 12, verse 12. For I will pass through the land of Egypt this night, and I will smite the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both man and beast. And against all the gods of Egypt, I will execute judgment.
Right.
I am the Lord.
Right. So now 12 dice, pues yo pasaré aquella noche por la tierra de Egipto y heriré a todo primogénito de la tierra de Egipto, así en los hombres como en las bestias, y haré juicios en todos los dioses de Egipto, yo el Señor. Okay? So he's saying he's going to pass the land now. Read 13 real fast.
And the blood shall be to you for a token upon the houses where ye are. And when I see the blood, I will pass over you. And the plague shall not be upon you to destroy you. when I smite the land of Egypt.
Y la sangre os será por señal en las casas donde vosotros estéis, y veré la sangre y pasaré de vosotros, y no habrá en vosotros plaga de mortandad cuando heriré la tierra de Egipto. Okay, so now he's saying that this blood, you know, use as a sign, a token, right? So that way he can pass over the houses, right?
Okay.
Now, let's go directly to 21. Go ahead.
Verse 21. Then Moses called for all the elders of Israel.
So I got to that. I said that part verbally.
Mm-hmm.
Start at 28.
Come. Verse 28. And the children of Israel went away and did as the Lord had commanded Moses and Aaron. So did they.
Right? Y los hijos de Israel se fueron e hicieron puntualmente así como el Señor había mandado a Moisés y Aarón. Right? It says, the little translation, and the children of Israel left and punctually, meaning precisely did, right, what the Lord told Moses and Aaron to do. Okay? No ifs, ands, or buts.
Yeah, right.
They were keeping that order to the minimum detail. Okay? It's puntual. Esto es fácil de entender. Hicieron ese orden puntualmente, precisamente como se mandó a Moisés y Aarón que lo hiciera, right? So now we're doing this on 29.
Verse 29.
29.
Come. And it came to pass that at midnight the Lord
Smoked.
smote.
I don't think 12 a.m. Midnight could be any time during the middle of the night.
Right.
Okay? So it could have been 1 a.m.,
Right.
2 a.m., whatever.
Right.
It was, you know what I'm saying? It could have been 10 p.m. Who knows? 11 p.m. Who knows? It was in the middle of the night. Because night starts at 6.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So go ahead.
And it came to pass that at midnight the Lord smote all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, from the firstborn of Pharaoh that sat on his throne upon the firstborn of the captive that was in the dungeon, and all the firstborn of cattle.
Right? So that's more. Y aconteció, the word aconteció means it come to pass, right? Que a la medianoche el Señor hirió a todo primogénito en la tierra de Egipto, desde el primogénito de Faraón, que estaba sentado sobre su trono, hasta el primogénito del captivado que estaba en la cárcel, y todo primogénito de los animales. That's gangster.
Right. Yeah, right.
That's straight up gangster, man. That's a move beyond anything that you could understand. It's telling you in the middle of the night, the Lord smote the firstborn of the land of Egypt, from the firstborn of Pharaoh to the firstborn of the ones that were captives, right? The ones that were the Egyptians that were in jail, right? They were in the dungeon, right? To the firstborn of the cattle, meaning animals. If it was a roach and that was the firstborn roach, if that was the firstborn fly, if that was the firstborn lice, firstborn flea, everything died. That's right. You know what I'm saying? And now 31 is the part that I like.
Verse 31. And he called for Moses and Aaron by night and said, rise up and get ye forth from among my people, both ye and the children of Israel, and go serve the Lord as ye have said.
All right. Hizo llamar a Moisés y Aarón de noche y díjoles, salid de en medio de mi pueblo vosotros y los hijos de Israel, id, servid al Señor como habéis dicho. And he made it hard on himself anyway. You know what I'm saying? He made it hard on himself anyway. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they get when
Right,
you
yeah,
mess
right.
with the Lord. Now, in the Apocrypha,
God.
I need Mattathias.
Like, I got a question. So, like like all the plagues that came on them before the killing of the firstborns, that's the same. The white man has that same spirit. Like,
Okay.
no matter how many plagues come upon him, he got to see death, or his blood have to be shed before he know who the Most High is. Or
And why you and there's this, okay. I'm thinking of a script. Why is that?
What's it again? It's like,
He's saying what, like the way that these plagues happen in the land of Egypt, right?
God.
With the Egyptians and Pharaoh, the white man got that same spirit.
God.
Like he truly got to see death in order to say, okay, enough is enough,
God.
right? But why? Hold on. This is a script I'm thinking about.
Hard in his heart.
Right.
That's
But that's not the script I'm thinking about. But yes, but
To show the power of the Most High. It's a precept
oh,
paraphrase.
yeah, but that's in Romans 9:13. Right?
Oh, God.
But here's the script I'm thinking of: the pride of
thy heart
Have
has deceived thee.
Deceived.
God.
right.
God.
That's what I'm thinking right
God.
there.
That's
Like
it.
Esau is proud,
God.
right?
Right.
You're telling him you're destroying those people. Yeah, who cares? They're a bunch of monkeys anyway. They
Right,
deserve
right.
to die. You see, look at these spicks. Look at it. They criminals. We're gonna have to build a wall. They a bunch of criminals. Now these people coming here to work. They ain't trying to do no. Pass legislation.
Right.
Do this, do that, and third. Kill them all. Kill them all. 6 right now, currently.
Right.
So far, I'm pretty sure there's way more than that.
God.
I'm more than sure there's way more than 6 Latinos that died in the detention centers
Right.
and outside of the detention centers, right? Even trying to step on that line that's called the border.
God.
I'm pretty sure if you go digging into that area, you'll find whole families buried
Right.
in their bone stage.
God.
These are proud monsters that
Oh,
we're
God.
dealing with here, man. Go ahead.
So you saying what number did they give? You said 6.
Who's they?
Oh, I thought you gave out a number. What they said the people that.
Oh, in the
died.
news, they
Yeah.
reported that thus far, there have been 6 children that died in detention centers. That's only what they report.
Right.
You gotta know boy, man, Israelites gotta not take that because he is the most subtle beast of the earth. If he
Right.
tell you 6,
Right.
yeah, really? Why don't you tell the real number? How about 600? How about 6,000?
Oh, God.
We're never gonna know about that
Right.
because why you buried them already? You hide the evidence.
Right.
Does it sound like somebody?
Yeah.
Who does it sound like?
We saw.
But who does it sound like?
Police.
Like blood cried, the blood,
Shame.
the blood. There you go. The
Right.
blood like blood
Right.
cried to me from the ground.
Right.
That's the same spirit of Cain.
Yeah,
Right.
Killed his brother and buried him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. So
Go
Tom
ahead.
said 8:58.
I know, man. I wish I could go, man. Damn, man.
God.
Damn, man. We're gonna have to leave it right there.
God.
But just real quick, man, I'm gonna just tell y'all brothers, go read the Apocrypha. Let us know where we at the Apocrypha. With Mattathias.
First Maccabees.
Right, First Maccabees.
Chapter 2. I'm trying to find where exactly in chapter 2.
Right. So give you the quick, short history of what went down. This was in the days of Mattathias, right?
Right.
Now I'm gonna go read Mattathias right here in the Zondervan Bible Compact Dictionary, so that way you brothers understand
Right.
who was this brother.
Right.
He was the father of who? Judas Maccabees, right?
Right.
And his brothers, right?
Right.
And even though the Maccabees, the famous one was Judas, of course, right?
Okay.
But he was doing what his father taught him to do.
Right.
Okay, Mattathias. You looking it up? I'm looking it up too. All right, let's see.
I found it, sir.
All right, hold on. Let me get there with you.
Okay.
What page you on?
This is page 348, sir.
348. Okay. Go ahead.
Oh, come. The Simon Fan Compact Bible Dictionary, Mattathias means gift of Jehovah. One of those who stood
means gift of the Lord,
right,
of Yahweh. Go ahead.
Come. One of those who stood at Ezra's right hand as he read the law. The name borne by two ancestors of Christ. A priest, founder of the Maccabee family.
Right.
A captain in the army of Jonathan Maccabeus. A son of Simon the high priest.
What?
An envoy sent by Nicanor to Judas Maccabeus.
That's all it gets?
Come.
Okay. And so we gotta look for who was Jonathan, right? He says that he was what I'm trying to find was his lineage.
It's in First Maccabees 2:1.
Go ahead.
Okay. First Maccabees chapter 2 verse 1. In those days arose Mattathias, the son of John, the son of Simeon, a priest of the sons of Jorir from Jerusalem, and dwelt in Modin.
Okay, Jorir, the priest of who? Spell Jorir.
Joarib.
Joa, right?
Okay.
Joa.
Joarib.
RIB, right? JOA. Ain't that the son of a gun? It ain't here. Is it there? You know, on the van over there. JOARIB, right? Jorib, right? Is that what
That's not mine either, sir.
Okay, what's the other prominent name? Simeon the high priest?
The son of Simeon, a priest of the sons of Jorir from Jerusalem, and dwelt in Modin.
Simeon, right?
Okay.
Simeon the high priest. I might not find it here because it's a compound.
Yeah.
HI. Simeon H.
No, I don't mention this Simeon. It mentions
Simeon, the son of Jacob, right?
Yeah, come. It mentions.
Is there anything else about him?
No fly. So it goes to mention his sons after that.
It don't mention his tribe?
So sir.
It says high priest, right?
It says the son of Simeon, a priest.
A priest, right?
Okay.
Okay, in those days the priests were who?
The Levites.
Right. Okay.
God.
So keep going.
Come. And he had 5 sons: Joannan, called Caddis; Simon, called Dasi; Judas, who was called Maccabeus; Eleazar, called Avaron; and Jonathan, whose surname was Aphis.
Okay. So it says they were Hasmonean, right? Hasmonean ruler in Palestine, Simon Maccabees. Maccabeus, right?
God.
Right? Okay. So we'll see the Hasmoneans. Bear with me. We're trying to get understanding. That's how you do it. A station where the Israelites encamped in the wilderness. No, you don't say. Man, I hate this.
You might have to have the before. So
it says Hasmonean, see Maccabees. Maybe we'll have to look at that Maccabees under there. Might have to look on the what?
Because we, you know, like you said, we got the compact one.
Yeah, man, you're probably right. The pictorial one.
Come on.
You're probably right. Maccabees.
I can't even find Maccabees.
Maccabees was. It says hammer.
Okay.
Makwabath is how you. Makwabath is how you pronounce Maccabees.
Okay.
When you hear Hamakwabath, it means the hammer. Hamakwabath.
Okay.
Makwabath, the hammer. Okay. Hasmonean Jewish family of Modin that led revolt against Antiochus Epiphanes, king of Syria, who won freedom of the land. The Judas past. Yeah, it don't really give much, but so going back to Mattathias, right? You're gonna have to read in First Maccabees, you said, right?
Okay. Chapter 2, sir.
Chapter 2, right? And real brief, I know it's 906, but real briefly, what happened was that there was a revolt against the Greeks. The reason, I gotta get that part. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Get that part when the sellout stepped to Mattathias. If you could, just real fast. I gotta bring it up. I'm sorry.
Okay.
All right. He's okay, man. He's okay. You said First Maccabee, right?
Okay. Started chapter 2, but you said the sellout.
Generation of priests. Yeah, 5 sons. Start at 17, 2 and 17.
Okay. First Maccabees, chapter 2, verse 17. Then answered the king's officers and said to Mattathias on this wise, Thou art a ruler and an honorable, the great man in the city, and strengthened with
Start at
sons.
12. Start at well, actually, people go back up and read from 7, right? And this is when they took the temple and defiled the temple. How did they defile the temple? Anybody know?
A sacrifice, unclean things.
What did they put on the temple?
Swine, pig.
Right, a pig.
Okay.
White people were famous for that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? White people were famous for serving a pig.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Come. Well, what verse?
So keep going to 17.
Come.
This is the spirit of a white man talking to this brother right here. Go ahead.
Honorable and great man in this city, and strengthened with sons and brethren.
What this white man told him? This is the king's officers.
Right.
Read it again.
Then answered the king's officers and said to Mattathias on this wise,
Meaning like this. Go ahead.
Thou art a ruler and an honorable and great man in this city.
Right. So what he's doing right there. Right. He told Mattathias, Thou art a ruler and an honorable man and a great, honorable and great man in this city. What is he doing to Mattathias? Giving him up.
Right.
Right. You're bigging him up, in other words, right?
Right.
Like, he pump. Some brothers say pumping him up,
Yeah,
right?
gassing him up.
That's what it gassing him up. All the same.
Right.
That's what he's doing. Oh, you the man out here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody know who you are. You famous. Keep going.
Come. And strengthened with sons and brethren.
Right. Now you know you got kids.
Right.
You got fam. Go ahead.
Verse 18. Now therefore, come thou first.
Right. So you be the first one. Since everybody know you and you're the famous one,
right.
Show them an example. Lead by example. That's why you mean come down first.
Right.
Lead by example, right?
Right.
You know it's talking about lead because you say come down first. And the only way you can lead is that you have to be first.
Right.
Go ahead.
And fulfill the king's commandment.
And do what the king say.
Right.
Go ahead.
Like as all the heathen have done.
Right. Like as all the heathens have done. Go ahead.
And it's like a yay. And the men of Judah also.
And the men of Judah also. Go ahead.
and such as remain at Jerusalem.
And such as remain at Jerusalem also. Go ahead.
So shalt thou and thy house be in the number of the king's friends. And thou and thy children shall be honored with silver and gold.
So he's saying the men of Judah, meaning the land of what is now the southern kingdom, right? And such as remain in Jerusalem, so shalt thou and thy house be in the number of the king's friend, meaning
we'd be like alliances, like you'd
be favored,
right?
Favored among everybody else, right? Now, bring that today. Now we know. I'm to stop as a pause. Who would be considered a person that they bigged up and swole their head so much? Can you name a few?
Go
ahead.
Martin Luther King Jr.
Who else?
A lot of Christian
Steve Harvey.
Creflo
Dollar. Al Sharpton. Right?
Jesse Jackson.
Yeah, exactly. Farrakhan.
Right.
People listen to you. The white man talking. People listen. They know who you are.
Right.
You know, and they look to you for direction. Isn't that the same thing as saying, be the first? Right. They look to you for direction.
Right.
You show them what to do.
Right.
Same spirit. Go ahead.
Oh, God. And then Mattathias answered and spake with a loud voice.
No, he spoke like a weakling.
Spake with a loud voice.
A loud voice. You understand?
Right.
He wasn't in the church. Jesus loves you. That's how they speak in church.
Right.
Praise Jesus. Alaba el Señor. He spoke with a loud voice.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
He spoke with authority.
God.
He spoke like thunder.
Yeah, right.
Keep going.
Though all the nations that are under the king's dominion obey him.
With a loud voice, and even though all the nations that are under the king's dominion obey him, though all the nations. Go ahead.
And fall away, every one from the religion of their fathers.
Meaning their customs, right? Their religion, meaning their way of being.
Right.
They fall away from their culture.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
They stop being black and become white.
Right.
They stop being Chinese and become this.
Right.
They stop being whatever and become Americanized.
Right.
Keep going.
And give consent to his commandments.
Right? And give consent, meaning accept.
Right.
Whatever the hell come out of Donald Trump's mouth, everybody want to be a part of.
Right.
But if it was Obama, everybody want to be a part of.
Right.
Whoever. Go ahead.
Yet will I and my sons.
What he said?
Yet will I and my sons.
Yet I and my sons, go ahead.
And my brethren.
And my brethren.
Walk in the covenant of our fathers.
Walk in the covenant of our fathers.
Right.
That's integrity, man.
Yeah, right.
That's honor. You ain't going to get that in church.
Right.
You never will get that in no goddamn church.
Right.
You lose your honor and integrity.
Right.
Meanwhile, brothers are getting shot all the time.
Right.
Brothers are getting choked out all the time. 57 million abortions since 1973.
Right.
Where's the goddamn honor in the church?
Right.
Where's the integrity?
Right.
But that's honor, man. That's standing up for what's right.
Yeah, I'm right.
Keep going.
God forbid that we should forsake the law and the ordinances.
God forbid that we're going to just stop doing what he tells us to do. That's integrity, man. You know what I'm saying? You'll feel that. That's something unknown in America.
Right.
Unknown on the planet Earth.
Right.
Like there's no honor. You ever heard that? No honor among thieves.
Yeah.
There's no honor among Christians.
Right.
Go ahead.
Verse 22, we will not hearken to the king's words to go from our religion, either on the right hand or the left.
You see that? And here's the parallel. They made it lawful that it's okay to be homosexual.
Right.
Right? Did they not? LGBTQRA, LMNOP, all the other letters, right? They made it law that it's a crime to harass them, speak wrong about them, XYZ.
Right.
It's law. Like the way it's law to smoke marijuana, recreational weed. Now you're gonna, because the president, in this case, the king, Donald Trump, and all the presidents that fill up that White House because they passed a law that's totally contrary to the Lord.
Right.
Are you going to put down what the Lord said to do because the law of the land says you can do it? You have no integrity,
Right.
no honor, no
Right.
dignity.
Right.
Damn that.
Damn right.
Damn that. We're the Israelite School University of Practical Knowledge since 1969.
That's right.
Teaching the truth, man. Whether you like it or not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Whether you like it or not, you damn Christians.
Right.
God damn the church. God damn the Catholic Church.
Right.
The Christian Church. The Islam, the Buddhas, all the damn religions. Because you're making our people weak and sell out, man.
Right.
You're making up. We're going to stand strong in the I.S.U.P.K.
Right.
Thank be
That's
the
right.
Most High in Christ for commanding General Honor
Right.
and
Damn
the generals, man.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? With that, we'll pass the class over to priest and officer Kazak Ahmad.
Okay. Security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K. out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana. New rules for brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves with the world. After 6 months, if a brother or a sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or a sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother or a sister will court each other. This 6-month period, after this 6-month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find this in Numbers 18 and 21 and Malachi 3, 8 to 10. Means tenth in Hebrew and is pronounced ma'ashera. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives, you give to the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give. Upcoming Holy Convocation. That's the closing of the Feast of First Fruits.
Which is this Monday.
Right. That's this Monday, June 17th, 2019. Start before sundown. You can find this in Leviticus chapter 23, verse 10 through 22. Remind Akim and Agwati to check on social media, such as ISUPK.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for ISUPK events and materials. If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, he has to start wearing all black, which includes black boots, black shirts, black pants, black headband, or scarf. With that, I say Amaju, which means to stand. Wapaya Hakwadam, which means turn and face the east. We're going to do the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew first. Repeat after me. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Kodash. Hayah. Shemka. Yahweh. Malakutka. Taba'ah. Ratazaka. Hayah. Aisha. Baharatazak. Kawak. Hayah. Bashemayim. Nathalana. Lakam. Ka. Yawam. Wasalak now. Kawatwak now. Kasalak now. Kawatwak now. Wala'ah. Tabaya'ai now. Vanasaya 1. Abal, Haushai now, Mayan, Ra, Kayak, Lakak, Hamalak, Waha'ala, Wahatapa'ara. I will love you. Amen.
Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom
Thy
come.
will be done.
Thy will be done.
In earth. As it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this day.
Our daily bread.
Our daily bread.
And forgive us our debts.
And forgive us our debts.
As we forgive our debtors.
As we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not. Into temptation.
Into temptation.
But deliver us from evil.
But deliver us from evil.
Thine is the kingdom.
Thine is the kingdom.
And the power.
And the power.
And the glory.
And the glory.
Forever.
Forever.
So be it.
So be it. Okay. We're going to do the power, the hakak in Hebrew first. Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Baba Kushah, Nathalanau, Hakak, Laura Pa'ah, Ka Maka'ala, Wakal Marawak, Hakak, Latahar, Ha Matazarai, Hakak, Lahakwia, Hamathia, Hakak, Our Rakal, Hatama'ala, Lagarashan, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, the water Aman, Yahweh,
in the name of Yahweh
Shai,
please
give
us the power,
the power
to heal,
all
manner of sickness,
all manner of sickness,
and all manner of disease,
the
power to cleanse the leper,
the power to cleanse the
power to raise the dead,
the power to raise the
power
dead,
against unclean spirits,
power against unclean spirits, to cast them out.
Name Yahweh Shai.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. Blessings. We do the blessings in Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Wa Yahweh Shai.
Wa Yahweh Shai.
Wa Mayaka Allah.
Wa Mayaka Allah.
Wa Alahaya.
Wa Alahaya.
Matazabaya.
Matazabaya.
Allah Wap Yahan.
Allah Wap Yahan.
Ha Allah Wap
Ha Allah Wap Yahan.
Ha Saranya.
Ha Saranya.
Ha Kwatatayanya.
Ha Kwatatayanya.
Ha
Ha Khayayayam.
Ha Kayayayam.
Ha Khayayayam.
Wa Ha Akwath. Wa Ha Akwathian.
Wa Ha Akwathian.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bahashem.
Bahashem.
Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shai.
The water Aman.
The water Aman. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And the angels.
Commanding General Yahweh.
Commanding General
The
Yahweh.
generals.
The generals.
The captains.
The captains.
The officers.
The
troopers. And the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. Oh God. Blessed are you, Yahweh.
Blessed are you.
Come on, God.
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
Blessed are you,
King
Yahweh.
of heaven and earth.
King of heaven and
And
earth.
all things living.
And all things living.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Listen to us now.
Listen to us now.
Right now.
Right now.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
That speak against us.
That speak against
Thy
us.
prophets.
Thy prophets.
The teachers.
The teachers.
The princes.
The princes.
The priests.
The priests.
The Israelite brothers.
The Israelite brothers.
And the school.
And the school.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and
To
destruction.
the heathen.
To the heathen.
And shake loose the treasure.
And shake loose the treasure.
Of the rich of Israel.
Of the rich of Israel.
That refuse to give to the school.
That refuse to give to the school.
Force their riches.
Force their riches.
To enter into thy sanctuary.
To enter into thy
Send
sanctuary.
evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the Edomites.
To the Edomites.
And the nations.
And the nations.
And their drug dealers.
And their drug
The
dealers.
court system.
The court system.
The prison system.
The prison system.
Planned Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood.
All the governments of our enemies.
All the governments of our enemies.
Like synagogues and armies.
Ever-elect synagogues and
Roman
armies.
Catholic Church.
The Roman Catholic Church.
The Pope.
The Pope.
Islam. Christianity.
Christianity.
Egyptology. Militia. Ku Klux Klan.
Ku Klux Klan.
Aryan Nation.
Skinhead.
Posse Comitatus.
Posse
The
Comitatus.
gay movement.
The gay
The
movement.
lesbian
The
movement.
lesbian movement.
Spies. Workers of witchcraft.
Workers of witchcraft.
NASA space program.
NASA space program.
Army. Navy. Air Force. Marines. Wall Street. Open up the internet.
Open up the internet.
And the airways.
The
Cable access channels.
channels.
And the radio channels.
And the radio channels.
Convict the spirit.
Convict the
Of
spirit
any of thy people.
of any of thy
That
people
seek to stop us.
that seek to stop us.
Bring swift death.
And bring swift death.
And bring swift destruction.
And bring swift
To
destruction
all the heathen.
to all the heathen
That stand in the way.
and stand in the way
That try to stop us.
to try to stop us
From broadcasting your words.
from broadcasting your
Throughout
words
the planet Earth.
throughout the planet Earth.
Let loose all the plagues.
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 Cause them to go to and fro.
Cause them to go to and fro
Through the earth.
through the earth
And consume them.
and consume them.
Let the plague shake
Let the plague shake
the house of the thief
the house of the thief
and the murderer.
and the murderer.
Let Yahweh Shai,
Let Yahweh Shai,
Michael and Gabriel,
Michael and Gabriel
come down with the flying saucers.
come down with the flying
And
saucers
punish all the heathens
and punish all the
that
heathens
come up against us
that come up against us
as we speak thy word.
as we speak thy word.
Cause it to be known by all
Cause it to be known by all
that it is the angels
that it is the
that
angels
have done it.
that have done it.
Cause it to be spread
Cause it to be spread
through the media,
through the media,
throughout the whole world.
throughout the whole world.
Cause them to shake at thy coming.
Cause them to shake at
In
thy
the name of
coming.
Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you always.
Thank you always.
So be it.
So be it. You got the blessing, sir. We're going to do the bless Israel Hebrew first. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bahashem.
Bahashem.
Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shai.
Barak Lanawa.
Barak
Wa Yasha'ala.
Yasha'ala.
Wahabaya.
Wahabaya.
Sapaya.
Sapaya.
Barak.
Barak.
Rapa'ah.
Rapah.
Magun.
Magun.
Hagun.
Hagun.
Bahashem Yahweh Shai.
Bahashem Yahweh Shai.
The water Aman.
Water Aman. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Bless us.
Bless us.
And Israel.
And Israel.
And the school.
And the school.
Bless.
Bless.
Heal.
Heal.
Shield.
Shield.
Protect.
Protect.
Loved ones.
Loved ones.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. Men of Israel saw. We're going to give one courtesy salute to the teachers. Men of Israel, I imagine Shabbat, I imagine Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatah.
How about some y'all Shabbat?
Yasamata, dismissed.
Just wanted to let y'all brothers and sisters know what the hell es su hermano y hermana saber. Pay your tithes, right? You're wasting time paying tithes to that pimp in the pulpit, right? And they ain't doing a damn thing for Israel. Ain't doing a damn thing for you. You late on your mortgage, late on your rent, can't feed yourself. Blame that on your pastor. Blame that on your preacher. Blame that on your reverend, because them tithes is not for his pocket. It ain't for his bank account. It's to help Israel. Only in the Israelite School Universal Practical Knowledge, we help Israelites. But that's sure.